Hello, superstars. So I just pulled into Disney's Hollywood Studios. Today is my On With The Show, which is park orientation for Hollywood Studios. Every park has a different name. Starts at 7:30 and it's 7:10 right now. So I'm gonna go into cast services, wait around, because everything is backstage and or I'm working. There's like not gonna be really anything to show. But the rundown of the day is park orientation for 4 hours, 2 hours of like e-learning and a tour of my specific area, which is going to be Sunset Boulevard and Hollywood Hills, and then a meeting with my proprietor where I'm going to pick up my company phone. We're going to kind of talk about the area some and just like the expectations for what it's going to be like as a new intern in the area. So wish me luck. Hey besties, so I just pulled up back to the resort that I'm staying at for the week. Wanted to give you a quick little rundown. My day did run 1 hour longer than I expected because I spent more time with my proprietor, but I did my On With The Show. We got to view a couple attractions during that, and then I did some D-learns, chit-chat with our coordinator of training, or COTs as you might hear them called, and then I met with my proprietor. We had a pretty long meeting. I got my company phone, I got my keys, all of that kind of stuff. And we went over sort of this like huge leader training packet, some of the like mindset philosophies of the area, of Hollywood Studios, things that I can look forward to. And then we went out, we did a little bit more of a backstage tour, and then sort of walked out of the park. And I did a little bit of just a quick breeze through all of my stores and said hello to some of the cast members that were there. So super excited. Now I have 2 days off, and I'm gonna go to work again on Wednesday, and that will be my first day of on-the-job training, and I'll be in costume, so see ya. Hey besties, it is 2 days later, which also means it is day 2 of my training. So today is gonna be my first day of OJT on-the-job training, and because I already had experience doing merchandise at Disney for a whole year where I was a trainer and a relief coordinator, they're giving me expedited training. So today is actually going to be day 1 and 2 of what would typically be 2 days of training for a Sunset Boulevard cast member. So I think today I'm supposed to be learning about image capture, which is like the photos at the end of Tower of Terror. And I'm going to be honest, that's really all I know I'm learning today. So we'll see what happens with that. I'll probably do some D-learning, which is like the online component. And maybe if I have time, I will call IT and get my iPhone set up, because that was a whole cycle issue of like, I have to call to get my email set up, but I have to get my email set up on the Disney internet and things like that. So maybe I can get that resolved, but I'll be here 9 to 5:30, regular 8.5 hour shift, as all OJT training shifts are. I shouldn't say all, but most. And then I'll dip out of here maybe on time. That would be nice. If I have to stay to work on my iPhone, I will. I'm salaried now, which means I can do that. So I wish I could show you what I'm doing there during the day, but policies. Okay, bye. I'm sweaty and gross, but day 1. OJT is done. Technically day 2, but day 1. I got the costume. I thought I was getting the strawberry dress. Apparently, for training purposes, you do not get the strawberry dress, which I think is really tragic. But it was a good day. My trainer was lovely. Because I have so much previous merchandise experience with Disney, I did not get a lot of register training and things like that. Like, I got on the register for like 15 minutes to make sure I had access. And then new stuff I learned today was image capture, which is like the PhotoPass thing, and print on demand, which is in our Beverly Sunset store that has all the Pixar stuff. It's the only print on demand at Disney that has Pixar merchandise. Fun fact. Did a little bit of D-learning, called IT. I feel like a lot of my fellow DHLP people, a lot of this first week is also sorting out a lot of technical issues. So, but that's done. Let's go home. I look disastrous, but whatever. Okay, so Is there a slightly more flattering angle of me? I don't know. I finished day 2 of OJT. Good day. Still, it was like condensed. Parked back at Flamingo now. Really just more learning the closing things, and I'm definitely going to learn more of those tomorrow because I will be doing a closing coordinator shadow, and I love my cast. I know I've had them for 2 days, and they just seem like such fun people, you know. I've really, because I'm not training, I've really gotten chances to sort of chit chat with them. My trainer today told me, he was like, I really like spending time with you. I know we've only known each other for 6 hours, but I can tell you're going to be a great fit here. And that was very reassuring to hear, because it's very scary coming into a new place. And especially because my old location at Caribbean Beach was like 1/10 of the size of the operation that Sunset is. So another day down. It's my last day in this little film star costume. I got to do a tour of my area again, but this time we were focusing on like the little Imagineering Easter eggs and the hidden Mickeys, and that was really fun, and we swapped random nuggets of knowledge. So day 2 of OJT is done. So this is the coordinator training fit. I'm not wearing shoes yet, but this is it. I'm excited to learn coordinator training, but I think this is the least flattering costume I've ever put on my body. And I worked at Liberty Square and I wore knee socks. Let's go learn how to close. Coordinator training, day 1, done. Not gonna lie to you. I almost had a mentee bee. The location that I am coming from, 1 store. Like 10 cast members a day, the whole day. 24 cast members in the whole area, total. And I'm going to a location with like 200 cast members and like 90 people per day, 7 stores, and it just felt like a lot today. And we did like, it's called a cart report, where we check in on our finances and seeing all the numbers for like all these stores and our KPIs, which are our key performance indicators and things like that. I just was like, I feel in over my head. So I went to break and I chilled. I did a little meditation. I watched some jellyfish on a live stream to chill out. I went back and the rest of the night was not as bad, but the intern at my old location told me, she was like, yeah, for the first 2 months, like you feel like you don't know anything and you really want to quit. And today was my, I don't know anything. I've had very big imposter syndrome for a minute there, but we got through it. It's very late. It is like, my watch won't even tell me. It's like, I don't know, midnight 45, getting close to 1. I'm starving. I have to be back again tomorrow in less than 12 hours. So, good night. I'll maybe talk to you before work tomorrow, but definitely after. You know, I've heard a lot of people say that sweating is good for your pores, but I simply think that that is not true because my skin feels awful after sweating it out in Hollywood studios. But it's fine. It's fine. So, brain turned off. Okay, so today I did stock coordinator, which at my old location would have just been the normal coordinator, and that was pretty straightforward. So today was honestly so quiet, and I know I've been saying that about a lot of things, but it's because I come from Disney that a lot of what I learn in terms of like the actual job tasks is a lot of repeat information, and it is really just learning the way that my new location and Hollywood Studios works. That's what I really need to learn, and I'm truly not going to learn that until I'm like in it more. And I know I'm in it right now, but like that's the thing. And honestly, not much to report. I have to be up so early tomorrow because I'm opening the park. And yeah, that's it. That is, wow. Oh my gosh, I just realized today is Saturday. So yeah, that is my first week. Wow. Okay. I really wish I had more insight. I feel like when I thought about the DHLP, I thought my first week would be more classes, and I thought it would be a lot more time with the interns. But nah, they just shoo you in there. And yeah, that's a wrap, besties. I'm gonna go into my apartment. And I kind of want a quesadilla, but I also kind of might just eat carrots. And I'm going to promptly pass out after a shower. So, thanks for watching. Bye. So hello from Editing Gabby. I just want to come on here and make the disclaimer that it gets more comfortable. I am a month down. I wouldn't say I'm like totally comfortable, but it's definitely more comfortable. There are classes like once a month. So you do sort of start to learn the things about like HR and scheduling and sort of those more backstage tools and relations. Sorry, I was working last night. But it's a process. The first week, it was fun. It was just, I think especially coming from a Disney background, it was a weird training because you know it, but you don't. And I did talk with my proprietor about what that felt like and my feedback on it. And then I went through my leader shadows, and now I've been in the operation for a couple weeks and we're starting to figure it out. My cast tells me that I look more comfortable, so good things are happening. Yeah, any questions or comments, let me know. I am not a professional, but I noticed that there was a lack of information out there on the DHLP, so if you got questions, I'd be happy to answer them. Okay.